His name's John, and he gave me the kind of look that is kindness mixed with a little pity and more than a smidgen of disbelief. Paco and I had been out back by the garage keystone copping our way through an effort to jumpstart the dead car that Paco drives. After a fair amount of twirling and a little bit of hand thwapping, we found the jumper cables in the garage, frozen, but you know, we could warm them in our armpits. And right about when we were hashing out how we were going to get the Kia next to the Yaris, when there's a mountain of snow between them and how much shoveling we're going to have to do, or maybe I could nose the Kia just close enough to the Yaris, which we could push backwards, put it in neutral and push since it's dead. So we're a power team, that kid and me. So yeah, just as we were Tetrising two vehicles and 12 tons of snow, John pulled up. He's helping out his friend Tom, who's the landlord in the house across the alley. Tom spotted us, and he knows a couple of schmoes when he sees them. And we heard him call out, "You need a jump?" At which point I said yes. John's got a beard like a guy like him should, and he says, "Let me just get my battery assist out of the car here." At which point Paco and I were like, "What? Your what?" And I was saying things like, I mean, I've jumped cars before, but I don't really know how to do it. All right, to be honest, we were about to look it up on YouTube, John. And that was the moment as John reached for the battery assist, which, as I was to learn, is a portable battery jumper where you don't have to pull another car up. You can do it all on your own. John's getting his battery assist out, and I'm talking about, well, we were going to use this because something about positive and negative, and also, is there a red? We don't know. That's when John gave me that special look that is kindness mixed with pitting, mixed with some disbelief. It's a look that says, "Hey, lady, you look old enough to know better. How'd you get through life this far with absolutely, apparently, zero functional skills?" I thought to myself, I know what you think of John. And the truth is, I'm well aware I have no functional skills. I'm a woman who does not even know if she has a key to her own front door. I'm a woman who sometimes can't get the top off the coffee pot. I'm a woman who struggles with a nail clipper. If it's mechanical, if it's spatial, John. I'm never going to be good at it. But as John came to our rescue and carried his battery assist across the alley to help us out and give us a super kind lesson in how a person actually puts the red clippy thing on the red thing and puts the black clippy thing on the black thing, I did have moments of thinking, all right, I'm a complete waste in so many ways. I have zero ability or interest in mastering things that might actually help me move through the world with ease. I also would like to say, if you need an 8-page paper about the ridiculous notion of the great American novel, because how could there be one? When is there any one America? If you need that by 5 p.m., I'll do that for you. John might be all competent and able to handle any situation that actually occurs in life, but does he spend random moments wondering if Emily Dickinson would actually be like super intense to sit next to at a dinner party? Because, God, the amount of oomph that she can pack into like 3 lines of a poem and just the placement of a dash. Like, I mean, I'm feeling like you'd be exhausted if you had to sit next to her, even just like for the soup course. So John's just fiddling under our hood and very carefully trying to give us a little lesson in how we might handle this in the future for ourselves. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, John, you have a beard like a guy like you should. And did you ever see Jeremiah Johnson in the 70s with Robert Redford? Because he also had a beard. And there's this one scene, I think he has these huge snowshoes on, and he like runs down a mountainside. Did you see that? Oh, the car's fixed. Oh, Paco can start it now? Oh, okay. Anyhow, John was so kind, and I appreciated him so much, and I wanted him to know that I really took his lesson to heart and that I would like to be more like John. And so that's why I went to a very special place today called Automotive Shop, and now guess what I own? Got my very own battery assist. Of course, when I went in and asked the big bearded guy in the auto shop, for a battery assist. He looked at me like, what are you even talking about? And I had to explain, like, if it's really cold out and your battery dies, and then a guy comes across the alley and he's carrying something that's like a brick with a handle, and it has some tentacles extending from it. Like, do you have one of those things that could make car go vroom vroom? And Bearded Guy did have one of those bricks with a handle with tentacle things. One's red and one's black. And so now I'd like you just to introduce you to my new best friend, Super Start Power Pack. Although that's a lie, because I think my new best friend, as we all know, is a fella named John. And I told him I wanted to know if he liked chocolate or cookies, because I would like to thank him in some way, because my God, is kindness not too hard to come by, especially these last 4 years, and therefore we'd like to reward it anytime we encounter it. And he said to me, well, my dog sure does like salmon. I was like, yeah, John, your dog likes salmon. You better believe it. And I'm out running errands anyhow, because I got to go get me a battery assist and some scones. And so I bought him an extra scone. And I also went into the grocery store and I got some sockeye salmon for his dog. And then I came home and John's car is gone and I don't know how to find him. So now we have salmon. So if you're ever driving around town and you see a Kia Sportage, last 3 digits of license plate number are 111, could you roll down your window and holler and gesture and be like, is your name John? John. That one lady who can't do one single practical thing, she has some salmon for you. So if you want to swing back by the alley, she'll huck it for you and your dog.